This is all the goods that I got today. I got pretty much all of it at Aldi's. Very, very, very cheap. I feel like when I leave the store a lot of times that I feel like I'm stealing from them, so I kind of feel bad almost. Like these oranges, for example, I got 7 bags of these 4-pound oranges, and that was $1.50 per bag. So they each have around 10 oranges in them, so that's about 70 oranges. So that was like $1.50 per bag. That's awesome. I got these baby carrots over here. I got 4 bags of those. Pretty much what I like to do with those is just juice them. I may eat some of them if I make like some hummus. But I'll pretty much just juice these along with like these oranges, and I will probably put some ginger in there. I got some ginger root. It's only like 95 cents for a. There's a pretty decent size amount of ginger. I'm not gonna take it out because it took forever to get in that bag. But I got that one at Wegmans. So most of the stuff is at Aldi. Some of it I got at Wegmans. These potatoes is 10 pounds for like $1.99. So that was kind of nuts too. Like all this stuff is super cheap. I just got parboiled rice, knockoff organic Cheerios, pineapple, Gala apples. The reason I like Gala apples is because I don't really eat all that many apples, but I like to juice them, and I may put it like with like apple orange juice or like with a pineapple or something. And Gala apples are really great because they're really hard, so they don't really clog up your juicer, especially if you have a slow masticating juicer like me. Because if you have a fast centrifugal juicer, anything will get juiced pretty much. But when you have a slow juicer, you got to kind of be careful with how you juice and what you juice. So otherwise, I'll get all clogged up. But I got refried beans. A lot of this stuff is going to last me at least like a month. And I'm only at school for like another 2 weeks. So some of this stuff I like to have just so that like when I come back from school, I still actually have food. I mean, the fruit and the produce and stuff I'm probably going to eat like all this week. Like the potatoes and sweet potatoes. I got like three bags of these sweet potatoes. They're only 99 cents for a 3-pound bag. So again, deals on deals on deals. I got 4 of the black beans, 3 of the chickpeas, 4 refried beans. I got 2 medium salsas, 2 black bean and corn salsas. I got some organic spaghetti. It looks like it's white pasta, but I don't really like that much just because of the texture. It's like a little too clumpy for me. So I'm not a huge fan of it. But I just thought I'd try it out, especially since my mom sent me a link about wheat and like how it's basically like in order for wheat to dry, they spray this like really, really toxic pesticide, I guess you could say. I forgot exactly what it is. I can put a link in the description actually talking about what it is. So if you buy organic, then you don't have to worry about that. I don't think it's like the biggest deal in the world. I mean, honestly, I still have some non-organic wheat flour, and I'm just going to finish that off before I go buy some organic wheat flour. So I don't think it's the biggest deal, but I try to stay away from pesticides as best I can. Like really, really toxic ones. I mean, most of this stuff is not organic. So if like I find something that's like really seems really gross, I'll probably generally try to buy organic. But if I get non-organic stuff, whatever. So I got this almond milk. Actually, I went from the vanilla sweetened almond milk to this almond milk just because it had in here in the list of ingredients before it said natural flavors. And I don't really like when things say natural flavors because it can be pretty much anything that company wants it to be. Like they don't have to specify if it's animal or plant derivative either. So it could say that it's vegan and not actually be vegan because the company doesn't have to disclose whether it's vegan or not. They don't have to prove anything. So I mean, companies will say that it's because they want to make it a proprietary blend and they don't want to tell people what it is, but really most of the time it's just because they're really disgusting, gross ingredients and they just don't want other people to know what they are, or they don't want people to know that it's non-vegan. I mean, the famous example is of natural flavors is like the raspberry example. If something is raspberry natural flavors, then a lot of times it's like the anal gland of like a beaver or something like that. It's fucking gross. I don't want to deal with that. So I got these just frozen peas over here. I think that's pretty much it. I just got the mustard, some organic apple juice, oats, these white potatoes. I really think that's about it. This is about all I got. A lot of the stuff I'm going to eat this week, a lot of it is going to be for the next couple weeks. I did go to Wegmans and they didn't have enough organic bananas for me, so I asked them when the next shipment is going to be coming in, so I'm probably just going to get a box later tonight. I don't know, go around like 8 o'clock or so. But yeah, that's a good idea. Like if they don't have the bananas right there, ask them when they're going to come in next, because they're probably going to have organic bananas in at some point. So just ask them when they're going to come in, and then you can get to actually know the produce manager, and then when they see you, they'll know that you want a huge amount of bananas. So get to know your produce guys. They'll definitely help you out and hook you up. Anyway, I'm done with this part, and now I'm going to go over the receipt and talking about eating cheaply as a vegan. So this is my din din. This is some of the potatoes that I bought earlier today. It's about 5 of them or so, roughly, of the white potatoes from the $1.99 bag. I'm going to eat it with just some of this tomato ketchup. I don't know if there's any other sort of ketchup, but that's tomato ketchup. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the receipts. But speaking of ketchup, I forgot to mention that I also bought ketchup today. I bought tahini, and I bought butternut squash, and the butternut squash was the Aldi's. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the receipts, and I think that everything, like all things considered, that is actually pretty cheap, especially since I only go grocery shopping every like 2 to 3 weeks. So a lot of the stuff like refried beans and oats and stuff is going to last me like 3 weeks. So for it being, I don't know, I think it was like $80 or something for the span of like 3 weeks, that's pretty good. I mean, the only thing that I will buy like probably around once a week is just like fresh produce. So if I want to get like more oranges or more carrots or apples or something, my roommate and I will go because she also loves fresh produce. So that's pretty much how I like to do my grocery shopping. Do the main bulk of it every 2 to 3 weeks, and then I just get fresh things once a week. So it's a much shorter shopping trip every week. So the main things that I would think of to save money, especially if you're on a budget, would be to just, shop around. You may have to go to multiple grocery stores. As you'll see, I got this receipt from Wegmans and this receipt from Aldi's. Sometimes I may go to the farmer's market. I don't have a car available here though, so if I go home I may go to the farmer's market, or if I have a friend who wants to go with me, we may go, and I get really good deals there, especially since I've built up some loyalty with a lot of the farmers there. So I just go back to them over and over again, and they know that I'm going to be buying things by the cases. So when you buy things by the case, not only do you save money, like because you just bought by the case, but also if you buy like 2 or 3 cases, they're more likely to give you a deal than if you just bought 1 case. And if you're always buying by the case, then they're going to know that, if they give you really good deals, they're going to want to give you good deals so that you keep coming back. So that's one thing about the farmer's market that you may want to do. Some stores, if you talk to the managers, if you buy in bulk, they may give you a bit of a discount, especially the smaller stores. They're more likely to do that. Another big tip for saving money when going vegan, just buy cheap foods. Just buy cheap foods. I know it sounds dumb, but that's really all you have to do. I mean, there's tons of expensive vegan foods. You can get your specialty vegan pre-made pizzas that you can just stick in the oven, but they're probably not going to be very healthy anyway. So most of the cheapest vegan foods are the healthiest. I mean, potatoes, rice, beans, oats, those are all very, very cheap. That's what like people in third world countries eat a lot of, is like potatoes, yams, corn. Cornmeal is very, very cheap too. Beans. So just eat like you're in a third world country, and you're going to be slim like them, and you're not going to have to pay a lot like them. So just buy the cheap foods. And another thing is maybe buy in price per calorie. So all you have to do is just some simple math. Find out how much something costs, and then find out how many calories are in like the whole product that you bought, and then you just have to do some simple math with the total calories versus the total price that you paid. Let's see, I have some notes over here on my laptop. Shop around. And when you splurge, I like to splurge on my health, really. I like to maybe like once a year I'll buy a jackfruit, or get a couple cherimoya, because they are kind of expensive, so I don't do it all that often. But when I do splurge, when I do spend a little bit more money, it's generally on things that are going to improve my health. Things, just exotic fruit. I like that, but I don't do it very often. A lot of my fruit is just going to be like bananas, and like maybe in the summer I'll have like a lot of peaches and watermelon and stuff like that. But yeah, those are my main tips for being a cheap, frugal vegan, being on a budget, being a college student, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time.